Hey guys, welcome back to the MJ Gooner podcast right here for the MJ Gooner Talk. And, well, it's been a week since I last recorded. I think I might actually start doing this as a Wednesday episode instead of a Sunday episode, of course. The first few weeks in August, at least, of the weekdays where I believe Arsenal might not have any games. I don't think Champions League has started yet, nor Carabao Cup is ready for Arsenal yet. But certainly it would just be the Premier League game very early on. So, again, I feel like, it's the right time for me to do another mini podcast, if you guys, per se. But what I want to talk about is, transfer-wise, it has been very, very quiet after signing Declan Rice and also Jurgen Timber. And after that, everything just kind of went quiet. We had a few outgoings rumor going around, which is as expected, because right now Arsenal pretty much exceed the budget at the moment. Right now it's all about, outgoing. Well, we sold Granit Xhaka for 25 million euros already, which is, again, a good piece of business. I think it was by Leverkusen offer around 15 million right before the end of the season. Right now, that was a much better offer from them. And other than that, there are rumors going around. A few might be leaving, especially the players who are not part of the tour. Nicolas Pepe is one of them. I think he rejected an offer to play in Saudi Arabia. Apparently, there's a little bit of a dispute in terms of the wages. Cedric is looking to leave. I believe Villarreal is looking for him as well. It's funny how Cedric was thinking about he might have a spot. He might be fighting for a spot, but right now it's pretty much very clear that he will no longer be in Arteta's plan. I understand that. We have 4 players who can play as a right back at the moment. You have Ben White, Tomiyasu, Jurgen Timber. I think that's it. Or even Thomas Partey at times if you actually do need him. But I just at this moment I just can't see him playing or getting into that starting 11 ahead of anybody at the moment. Sambi, I think, might be going to Burnley, either a loan deal or a permanent deal. But even if it was a permanent deal, I don't think we will make a profit out of him. We signed him for 20 million, I believe, or 18, something like that. And Reece, I don't think there's anything with Reece going on, but another big topic is Balogun. A lot of people are anticipating for him to leave. I kind of anticipate that as well. I really do want to give Balogun a chance instead of Eddie at the moment, which I'll kind of go over that later. Balogun, I believe, Inter Milan. Was it Inter Milan or AC Milan? I think either one of them. I think it was AC, was it? No, I think it was Inter Milan was thinking about signing Balogun for around 40 million or a little bit lower, since Inter Milan kind of had a collapse deal with Lukaku. That's why they turned the attention to Balogun. I wouldn't sell Balogun unless we have a pretty good deal out of it. Then we can talk about that. I'm not. How about this? Of course, I want Balogun to stay and fight for a first team spot. But at the same time, I wouldn't even mind if he goes with the right price, because we can use that money, for somewhere else. And Rob Holding, I believe the last time we talked about him, I believe a Turkish team, was offered 2.5 million for him, which is completely a joke. And I think for the past 24 hours, Eddie has been a hot topic for Crystal Palace. Apparently, Arsenal is looking for 40 million for him. Fair enough. Maybe a little bit lower would be okay, to be honest. I think in terms of extending his contract and selling him for a much bigger profit, I think it's still a profit in the end. But right now, honestly, in terms of the striker decision, I wouldn't mind seeing Eddie go at the moment. I just don't think he offers anything at the moment. Yes, he had a pretty good spell in January where he replaced Gabriel Jesus quite well, scoring a couple against Oxford, scoring back-to-back game against West Ham and also Brighton, and also scoring, of course, back 2 goals against United, which led us to a victory. But that was about it. I mean, Eddie hasn't really quite contributed after that. I don't mind the idea of having Eddie as kind of a, playing in the Carabao Cup, that type of player. But other than that, I mean, when you start him in the league, I just don't quite see him offering anything. And that was a sad reality because honestly, I think when he broke through the first team last season, when, like I said, was completely trash, I think Eddie did a fantastic job back then. But I think right now at the moment, I just don't think Eddie is out or kind of level at the moment. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the outgoing rumors going around. Hopefully in the next week or so, next few days, we're going to get more news for that because, I mean, the season's pretty much starting very soon. We're playing against City next Sunday, I believe so. Early morning here in Vancouver, 8 a.m. That would be kind of a first official match for Arsenal. And in 2 weeks, we will be playing against Nottingham Forest in the first game of the season at the Emirates. I can't wait for that. So, let's talk about the 3 games that we played today. Not today, what am I talking about? 3 games that we play over the course of 1 week. So, let's talk about the game last week. I watched the whole game. Quite entertaining game as well against MLS All-Star. Historically saying, I think Pep was still managing Bayern Munich back then, 2015, 2016, and he was complaining how MLS All-Star, they were all dirty players, just flying tackles here and there, injuring a couple of them, and Pep just decided not to play against MLS All-Star ever again. Fair enough. And that game, honestly, it's been a week. I don't remember anything, but what I remember is that I think it was a pretty good game, to be honest. I mean, it's certainly not that type of level that it's not that type of, Barcelona, United, that type of level, but still it's quite competitive, it's quite entertaining. I believe first goal was scored by Gabriel Jesus. I think 5 minutes in, we already scored the first goal. It was kind of a fluke. I'm sure he was kind of half and half with that, aiming at the back post, hoping Eddie's gonna be right there to tap it in or potentially score a goal, and he did the latter. He did that, and later on, I mean, that pass from Jorginho in the first goal was amazing. Later on, Ben White with another pass, a lob through pass to Saka, controlled the ball quite well to Trossard. Again, when I watched that goal, I thought he was going for his left foot, but turns out he kind of shifted his whole body to the right side, allowing him to have a more favorable position to take a shot, and he did, scoring a beautiful long-range shot. I believe it was 20 or 25 yards out, and I think it went past Roman Berkey, former Borussia Dortmund player. What else? Who else scored? Third goal, I believe it was a penalty. Jorginho score. Again, first goal, kind of a goal in an Arsenal shirt. You just gotta love that hibbity hop from him. And apparently there's an interview going on or had been going on where the backstory of that hibbity hop penalty kick. It was more of he kind of did it for fun. Turns out it was really consistent. And he actually do have a pretty good record in the penalty box. So, and yeah, I mean, I believe Bernd Leno saved one of his before. I think that was in the 2020 season. The pandemic season, everybody called that. Fourth goal, I believe, Martinelli, but Odegaard, what a great pass that was. It kind of reminds me of the assist against Brighton, but of course the Brighton one was much better than the one that we saw. But the fact that Odegaard was amazing in that game, Timber was amazing as well when he came on Declan Rice play a few minutes, or actually play the majority of the second half. Again, good body presence. Just gotta love to see him. Kai Havertz scoring the last goal. Yeah, it was quite disappointing to see him, lose a little bit, or lost a little bit of confidence after the skill challenge. But I think after that, he scored a good, just a good goal in general. But you gotta give credits to Marquinhos, holding up the play pretty well. I can see that he sort of improved quite a bit compared to last season, and able to hold his position, make sure that he spot somebody free in the middle. And Kai Havertz converts that one. Pretty nice goal right there. 5-0. The final score again. Balogun play a little bit. I think he did fine. Again, just missing a little bit of stuff from him. But again, those kind of skills, technique can be trained. Second game. It was a game against United. I didn't watch that game. I was actually watching Oppenheimer that day. I'm glad I watched Oppenheimer in general. My girlfriend bought me a ticket a week before. I'm very thankful. And of course, on top of that, I mean, Arsenal lost that game, so it's fine. But I was looking at Twitter when I had a couple of bathroom breaks in the middle of the Oppenheimer movie, and I think Arsenal's conceded 2 goals in the first half. Both of them are individual errors, as far as I'm aware. Ramsdale could have, and then I look back at the highlight. Ramsdale could have probably saved the first goal. Very savable. It was pretty much right at his arm, his hand. Could have parried that away. That was the first goal that was conceded from Bruno Fernandes. Oh, dude, the most hateable footballer in the world. I'm sure off the pitch he is amazing person. But on the field, I just don't really like him as a player in general. He's good. He's world class. I can say he's a world class, but dirty player at times. Second goal, it was Gabriel. Just kind of swing his foot at nothing. Jadon Sancho looking very sharp in that game, based on what I heard. Finessed that one, near post, smashed that one at the back of the net, inside of the post, I believe. So makes it 2-0. We have a couple of chances as well. I believe Kai Havertz had a header. I believe Martinelli was denied twice in one play by Tom Heaton. That guy's still playing. And I believe there was another significant chance by it was Eddie. It was a smart free kick from Martin Odegaard. Kind of slid that pass to the inside, but it was just a horrible take in the end. But that was the first time where it's something that we've been wanting to see, playing Rice as a CDM lone 6 and having Havertz and also Odegaard playing as the kind of a roaming 10, roaming 8 for both of them. But as expected, didn't go quite as well as everybody would have thought. And when I look at the lineup, I know we're lacking a little bit of balance. Plus, you want Declan Rice to play as a lone 6. First time ever in the Arsenal jersey. It's very tough. Playing as a lone 6, you have to be a special player. Of course, I certainly do believe Declan Rice can excel that position very well in the near future. But at the moment, it's still very early on in terms of the chemistry amongst all 3 of them. But in general, it wasn't a good game for any one of them. Apparently, Tomiyasu did a pretty good job in the first 45 minutes. Timber apparently one of the brightest player yet in that team. And later on, that was about it. Nothing much that I'm aware of. And we handed our first preseason loss. For a while, I believe we didn't lose a game. We didn't lose a preseason game last season, but. Well, it just happens once in a while, but that tackle from Lisandro Martinez on Saka, it was scary. I mean, the way how he flew to him was quite dirty, but man, you gotta give props to Manchester United. You gotta give props to Ten Hag. It's he said it. It's not a friendly game. It's going to be competitive, but certainly based on that game. I mean. United definitely played better than Arsenal. Despite Arsenal had pretty much full control in the first 30 minutes or before they conceded the first goal. That's what I heard. And Arsenal did well enough in the second half. But again, I mean, United, despite not playing very well, that's why I heard not like fluently or cohesively, but when you're sharp, the opposition made a mistake. Arsenal made a mistake. You capitalize that. Boom. Don't like nobody cares how poor you might play, but if you're able to convert those mistakes into opposition mistakes into goals, that's all you need. And the game just ended just now against Barcelona. It was a good game in general. A game that has everything. We conceded the first goal very early on. It was a cross on the left hand side. Rafinha his shot was saved by I think it was saved by Ramsdale, and Pedri was behind, taps it in 1-0 later on. Saka scores pretty clever finish with his right foot. I believe it was Christensen making a mistake at the back. It was a tight angle, and Saka converts that one. Later on, I believe we had a penalty kick for Saka. Oh, this is going to be a very tough take, to be honest. But personally, I really don't think Saka should be in that penalty spot. I know this might cause a bit of a controversy, but I think right now you just kind of lost confidence at the moment. And I think Odegaard, Jesus, or even Trossard, if he's starting, or even Martinelli, could be ahead of him in terms of penalty taker. I just really can't see Saka taking the penalty kick at the moment. Not forever, but at the moment. I think right now we just kind of rotate the penalty taker for a while. I think the miss that he had was shocking. Not even the shot on target. He clearly misstepped a little bit before his takeoff, but there's no excuse for such a poor penalty like that. I wouldn't be that sour. I wouldn't be that disappointed if Ter Stegen saved that one, but still, I mean, not hitting the target, it's kind of a criminal. And because of that, Rafinha scored from a free kick deflected off the wall, Odegaard, I believe. So Ramsdale could have done a little bit better. You can see it was anticipating the ball's going to the right-hand side, but it was a little bit too late for that. And who scored a second goal? Crap, I forgot who scored a second goal. Oh, no. Crap. Oh, it was Havertz scored a second goal. It was a cross from Bukayo Saka, but he played very well that one. He muscling off whoever was playing the left back. Cross in the middle to Odegaard. I don't think Odegaard would have scored, but again, Havertz was right there at the right time. Just taps that one in. Again, you need that type of instinct in the box. No matter how you score, it's still a goal. And Havertz scored his second goal in the Arsenal jersey. Love that. Hopefully, you're going to boost that confidence a little bit higher. And later on, going to halftime, made a few changes actually. I think we only made one change over the break. Later on, Trossard scoring the third goal. Was a very clever goal, that one. Just kind of drawing all the defenders to him. And Koundés was fortunate for him. I mean, through his leg. And it was a good finish by Trossard. And later on, who scored the fourth goal? Crap, I'm losing my memory right now. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, it was Trossard again. Yes, Tierney coming on. And I think Tierney has been amazing after he come on. He might not be a starter, but every time when he comes on, he looks very bright defensively. I mean, there are a few chances on the right against Dembele. I think he defended him quite well, relatively well, and every time when he counter or press the ball forward, he looks very energetic. He looks very sharp. And that assist was amazing. I know it was a little bit, I don't know if it's meant to be. But Trossard, that was a good finish. A little bit of a footwork right there, but just kind of tweak his body in the right way. And of course, with his foot as well. Converts that one 4-2. Rob Holding coming on in the 85th minute alongside with Dewsbury. coach at Dewsbury. And I'm excited for the youngster. I think he played very well against Juventus back in around December 2022. But Rob Holding, oh my God, he slipped, allowing I forgot who scored. I think it was Dembele score. I forgot who scored. I think Ferran Torres score. But Rob Holding, I saw this somewhere on the comment. Just kind of, just leave Rob Holding in the States, man. I mean, just leave him there. Coming on as a captain, 2 minutes in, just slipped and boom. I mean, you can arguably say that the grass condition is not that type of Premier League or European grass, but still, mistakes like that. Later on, Javier Vieira, pretty much the last 2 minutes of the game, curls that one, a beautiful finish, 25 yards out. Just, this is what you want to see from Javier Vieira. I think he has been very quiet after he came on for Martin Odegaard. Very, very quiet. But you know what? That goal, at least, it makes me feel better about him being around for the upcoming season. But I still think he is still quite underwhelming in terms of the signing, in terms of his performance. But I really do believe in, I still want to believe in him for one more season. But in general, I think out of those 3 games, 3 players that stood up to me was Trossard looking very, very good. Saka, very good as usual. Saliba was actually as good as well, but the other player that doesn't get the recognition that much was actually Jurrien Timber. Jurrien Timber has been amazing, playing on the left-hand side today. And he has been amazing. Or even Smith Rowe coming on. I mean, I think he looked, people say he looked sharp in the last game, but this game he looked pretty sharp as well. I mean, I'm very happy to see him in the Arsenal action once again. Who else that I need to mention about? Oh, actually, in terms of the midfield, I mean, what we also learned in this game is that we really do need Thomas Partey. I know Declan Rice is injured with a tight calf, but still, we need Thomas Partey. And even Jorginho coming on, he's amazing, but still playing as a lone 6, I felt like we got exposed quite a bit still in the middle, especially without Granit Xhaka at the moment. But this is the life without Granit Xhaka right now. We don't quite have an extra body to defend when the other team is having a counterattack. We don't have that anymore. Instead, we're playing of a free roaming 2-8. Kai Havertz, can play that position. Vieira, Smith Rowe, Odegaard can play in that position. But what I'm intrigued to see that in the next game against Monaco, I believe so, in the Emirates Cup next Wednesday, I hope that Arsenal is going to play Partey as a CDM and play Rice as the number 8 and give Kai Havertz a bit of a rest. And Martin Odegaard playing as the number 10. Or even you put Kai Havertz as number 10 would be amazing. But I don't know how Arteta wants to rotate the squad. Or I don't know how he wants to move the squad in a way it pleased them. Or in a way that it's effective to us. But yeah, I'm going to leave it off there. So far, preseason is not exactly perfect. But we got some pretty entertaining game. So hopefully next week around this time, Wednesday night, I'll be able to post a podcast out. And at the same time, I'll be able to cover some of the news and also the game against Monaco. I don't think I will have the time to watch it. I don't think I will. I don't think I have a chance for that. But next Sunday, it will be very interesting because the post-match review will be back for 2023. What's 2023? Yeah, 2023-2024 season. It's back for that one against Man City. Stay tuned to my channel. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, it's getting late right here. I'm starting to stutter a little bit, which is quite normal. And I will see you guys in a bit.